It was a corner lot. It was priced at a good price for us. We felt like if we didn't do something with it, no one was going to do anything with it.
Tyrone and Cheyenne Jackson describe themselves as serial entrepreneurs.
Anytime we can get our hands on something and turn it into a business, we're game.
When they saw this building in the eastern plains town of Ordway, they saw potential.
When we bought it, we didn't even know what we were going to put in it. So that kind of came afterwards.
While they contemplate its future,
They just literally just up and left.
they're uncovering its past.
This was one of the first buildings built on Main Street, Ordway. This building was built in 1910 by Mr. King. He ran it as a drugstore until about 1928 when Mr. Wyeth took it over. Albert Flint was his manager, or he was the pharmacist here. Flint wanted in, so Flint bought in, and eventually it was Flint Drug. And the Flints owned this building from about 1930 to 2020.
Annette Barber spent many a hot summer afternoon inside these walls as a child.
They had a fountain for soda drinks and ice cream, and I would come in and order a lime phosphate. I also remember using up my hard-earned quarter to buy a comic book from the corner while I sat on the floor.
A new operator bought the pharmacy but chose to relocate across the street.
When you have a building sit, that's when it begins to deteriorate, and that's what was happening to this building.
People own this and they went to fix it and it was caving in. And finally they said, we don't want it anymore. And they signed it over to the town.
That left Ordway leaders with the burden of a crumbling vacant building. Ordway's mayor, Jerry Barber, says they don't have the resources to fix it. So they took a different approach.
We did a deal where we give it to you really cheap, almost give it to you, and then you have a period of time to fix it, and when you're done, it's yours. That way we're not owning buildings on Main Street or lots around town that we can do nothing with.
We really hope to refurbish this wholesaling.
By greatly reducing the purchase price, the new owners can use that money to cover the cost of renovations.
They're as active as we are. If we ramp up, it seems like they'll ramp up with us.
If we're going to build our community, we need to make easy access like the Jacksons so they will have the money necessary to invest and fix one of our buildings.
The town gets revenue on the back end from taxes and utilities, and one less vacant building on Main Street.
And then we have a business. I think this is going to be a great business. I can't wait for them to get open.
See, the awning is still different.
The Jacksons want to pay homage to the history of the building.
We're not necessarily going to go out and do a full remodel around one era, but just taking pieces from throughout the years that we think would complement the look that we're going for. I think it'll be fun for the people who have grown up here, and they'll be able to recognize some of those details that we put in.
You know, you had cracks, foundations.
Those renovations still pose significant challenges.
The roof leaks, and so we have to get that fixed. We've had some masonry issues on the side, which were not foundational, just decorative. The back brick has to be fixed as well.
Fixing those bricks will rebuild the wall, but more importantly, strengthen the sense of small-town community Ordway has been working to preserve.
Anytime those of us that are invested in this community can see a young couple come in and want to contribute, like the Jacksons are willing to contribute, we get our hopes up because that's what we want. We want hope.
That's what we're after, is people to want to come in and invest in our community on our Main Street.
We're digging our toes in here, and we'd really like to just see this town be embraced with the love that it deserves and beautify it in any way that we can.